Hello, welcome. It's Belinda here, Belinda Jane Robinson. I'm the author of the book The Seven Jewels of Life, and I'm so excited to be sharing with you my Seven Jewels video series, which you'll see below here. But before we start, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background about the Seven Jewels of Life and how I came to write the book as well. So, I was actually born in Singapore and brought up on a rubber plantation out in Malaysia. And when I was very young, I was sent over to school. I must be 6 or 7, and I was so homesick. And my mother gave me this as a parting gift, a little treasure box full of jewels, because she was teaching me the colours of the rainbow. So inside were all the little glass jewels of all the 7 colours, and wrapped up in a bit of golden cloth was my prized possession, my little glass diamond. And she said, every night, stop homesickness, just polish each of your jewels. You have to polish each one, and then you can then have the prize of taking up the diamond and shining it up to the light with your torch, and you can see it reflects all the colours of all the jewels, all the colours of the rainbow. Then you can make a wish. So that's what I did, and they were my best friends. Actually, seemed to be my best friends for years. And then a few years ago, I hit a particularly awful time in my personal life, and I felt my whole world was collapsing. I felt numb. I felt unable to speak up for myself, and just lost all my confidence, and didn't really recognise the sad, disempowered person I'd become. I thought, my goodness, how did this happen? And I was pretty desperate. And one day, my yoga teacher actually said, why don't you go up to your... I always clean a cupboard out. So off I went, and went to my loft. It was a bomb site, of course. But there in the corner was this old wooden trunk. And as I lifted it up, there at the very bottom, I saw it, my best friend, my treasure box of jewels. And as I lifted up the lid, there they were, twinkling, just as they'd always done. And it really lifted my heart and gave me a bit of space that I hadn't felt for a long time. And as I picked the jewel up one by one, I just picked up the ruby, the red one, and I started to polish it. But something extraordinary happened. I just felt drawn to pick up a pen and write. It seemed to be saying to me, this isn't the you I remember. This isn't you've got a life purpose to fulfill. This isn't, you're not going to get on being like this all the time. Where's your confidence gone? Where's that belief in yourself? Where is it you're not speaking up for yourself? I thought, goodness. So I just felt drawn. I started writing down. It really was as though they were helping me as my best friends, giving me a bit of a, come on. And every day I'd look forward to going down and picking up the next jewel. And before I knew it, I'd written something towards each of the 7 jewels, and they all seemed to represent another thing. And people said, oh, you're looking so much better. And I said, oh, it's my jewels. And I started to share people what it was. And so the jewels, basically, each of the jewels seemed to say to me, for example, the ruby was all about my life purpose. What's your life purpose? But they always had about 3 or 4 things to say. Each jewel had like 4 facets to it. So the ruby was all about your life purpose, mainly. And then the topaz was about, what about your creativity, your dreams? What do you want to do? I thought, oh my gosh, it really made me stop and think. And the yellow citrine, that was about charity. You know, we're here to make a difference. What is it that you could do to make a difference in the world? Where can you help? The emerald, love, relationships, love yourself. What's that even mean, I thought. I had no idea, but it made me think about that. And then the sapphire, communication, speak up for yourself. Because if you don't speak up for yourself, stronger people will speak up for you. And if you mean no, say no. Boundaries. What? I was just writing away. It was incredible what was pouring out. Then the lapis lazuli, your family, your home. And then finally, the amethyst was about health, body, mind and spirit. Aim for balance in all that. So before I knew it, each of the jewels had 4 facets. And I thought, wow. And then, of course, it was all about the diamond. I remember what had been said, that the diamond can't shine up to the light unless all the facets of all the jewels are polished. So I began to get an incredible prize as I started to slowly gain in confidence, started to feel more empowered out of the victim, as I started to feel actually getting my life back slowly and going from this. I've got an incredible prize. It was like a light, an inner light was coming out, and it was like my confidence regaining, my authentic confidence, my authentic communication. I started to speak up for myself. And it was as though the prize was the diamond. So here, as you say, the diamond is the centre and all the facets, and the diamond can't shine unless we polish each of the jewels. So I thought, how am I going to do this? So I came up with my diamond day, I called it. So I thought, right, in order to do this, there are 7 jewels. There are 7 days of the week. Perfect. There are 7 continents of the world, because I had to bring the world in. Just loved the world. I'd travelled and seen so many cultures as a young girl. So I thought, right. So I thought, right, start with Monday. Monday can be the ruby. And I picked a continent, Africa. So I thought about Africa on a Monday. I thought about, you know, my life purpose, and that went all the way through Tuesday, Wednesday. So picking a continent, picking something that each one represented. So by the end of it, I had this amazing scenario that I'd felt like I'd been around the world on a magic carpet, because I thought about the culture, food, music and wisdom of all the continents. I thought about different aspects. I was gaining in confidence. I was gaining in getting my life back again, and people were remarking, and I started to share with others, and I thought, gosh, if it's helped me, maybe, just maybe, I could help others. So when people said, write it down in a book, I thought, I will. I'll write it in a little book. And below this link, you will see a link to my book below. So if you did want to have a look and know a bit more about the jewels and the whole story a bit more, and some of the unique tools I used as well, there's a little link below which just takes you straight through to get your copy. But I'm so excited to be able to share this with you now, really, and all these little videos. I do hope you enjoy them, and look forward to seeing you there.